movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, a big movie comes out. It's a sequel that, was anybody really asking for it? I don't really know. Who knows, it might be okay. My review of the 2019 fantasy sequel, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, coming up next. 5 years after the events of the first film, Aurora still reigns as Queen of the Moors, along with her godmother Maleficent as its protector. One day, Prince Philip asks Aurora to marry him, and she accepts, much to the chagrin of Maleficent, who's dead set against the marriage, and also still feared as a villain in Philip's kingdom of Ulstead. Maleficent agrees to meet Philip's parents for Aurora's sake, and during the dinner, antics ensue, and Maleficent is blamed for more evil doing. Philip's mother, Queen Ingrid, soon wages war against the Moors, but will Maleficent be able to stop it? So what did I think of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil? I thought it's an underwhelming and generic fantasy sequel. Maleficent from the Sleeping Beauty film, of course, is one of the most popular villains in Disney history. The 2014 film changed the story around a bit, showing us a new side of Maleficent, which I thought was fine, and I was glad that it took some chances. Here we get a pretty good setup, teasing the feud between Maleficent and the Queen, which we do get some juicy scenes out of, like the family dinner, but I would have liked to have seen the two characters interact even more. Ingrid, Aurora's soon-to-be mother-in-law, acts as the new villain here and is very anti-fairy for reasons. There is actually a lot going on here. Unfortunately, too much packed in with too many overstuffed subplots that aren't really all that interesting. It tries to do something different again with the fairies and the forest creatures, but the results are less than magical. It brings in too many characters, like the fairies whose land has been taken over. It brings them in quickly, and then actually doesn't do a whole lot with them. The tone to the film also shifts back and forth rather often, from being more family-friendly, then going rather dark, and then back to lighter family fare, and so on. The big battle between the fairies and the Queen's army feels very Game of Thrones-ish as well. The film also brings in a lot of predictable elements we've seen before, tons of cliches, and a bunch of lame dialogue. There's also a number of boring stretches throughout, especially in the middle of the movie. Angelina Jolie reprises her role and actually gives a great performance, as usual, as Angelina Jolie does, as Maleficent, the misunderstood fairy learning more about her fellow kind, Elle Fanning as Princess Aurora, Maleficent's goddaughter preparing to be married, Michelle Pfeiffer as Queen Ingrid, Philip's mother who frames Maleficent and wants to destroy all fairies, and Chiwetel Ejiofor as Conal, the peaceful leader of the winged fairies. While it has some interesting moments, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil feels like an entry more suited for a watch on Disney Plus on a boring afternoon than it is a must-see theatrical experience. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh. You know, it's okay. Alright, well that's the show. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WesTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.